A weekend and Israel mourns. The helicopter crew killed Saturday in South Lebanon numbered 5 members of a crew in all, including 36-year-old Major Nissan Shalev from Kibbutz Evron, Sergeant Daniel Gomez, 26, from Nachlaim. His wife was 6 months pregnant. Together with them were the rest of the aircrew, including Major Sami Ben Naim, 29 years old, from Rehovot. He leaves behind a wife and 3 children. Reserves Major Ron Mashiach, 33, from Gadara, also leaves behind a wife, pregnant. Staff Sergeant Keren Tendler, 26, from Rehovot, a helicopter technician, and the first female soldier killed in the war against Lebanon. At Kfar Atin, a tank was hit and all 4 crew members were killed. First Sergeant Oz Tzemach, 20 years old, from Maccabim Reut, and Sergeant Haran Lev, 20, from Kibbutz Mayan Baruch. Sergeant Dan Brewer, 19 years old, from Moshav Beit Hillel in the Central Galilee. Corporal Yanon Nissan, 19, from Ma'ale Adumim. A rocket that hit a tank at Kfar Andoria took the lives of 3 more. Captain Shai Bernstein, 24 years old, from Beersheva, a company commander in the Tanks Brigade, who was born on the 2nd day of the First War with Lebanon in 1982. First Sergeant Amasa Mushulami, 20 years old, from Ofra, leaves behind a pregnant wife. A year ago to the day, he was removed from his home in the settlement of Netzarim. Sergeant Ado Garbowski, 20 years old, from Rosh Ayin. His father, a lieutenant colonel in the reserves, spent most of his military service in Lebanon. His grandfather, a Holocaust survivor, spoke of his feelings. At Ramaduya, an anti-tank missile was fired into a building, killing Sergeant Yohan Zaviv, 22 years old, from Tel Aviv. In exchanges of fire at Kfar Andoria, First Sergeant Itai Steinberger was killed, 21 years old, from Karmi Yosef, a fighter in the Special Forces. Two Nachal Brigade soldiers were killed when operating in Nanduria. Staff Sergeant Sachi Krips from Kibbutz Hamapil, a fighter in the Special Forces, finished the paramedic course with excellence. Corporal Yaar Ben Giat, a fighter in a Nachal Brigade from Kibbutz Nachsholim. He is the 3rd casualty in this war from the Hofa Carmel school, where his mother is a teacher. A tank moving through the village of Hirbet Kasif was hit by an anti-tank missile. 4 of the crewmen were killed, including Captain Benai Rain, 27 years old, from Karni Shomron, and Staff Sergeant Adam Gorin, 21 years old, from Kibbutz Ma'abarot. Staff Sergeant Alexander Buminovich, 19 years old, from Netanya. The name of the other soldier killed in the incident has not yet been approved for publication. 2 Golani Brigade soldiers were killed in an operational accident. They were run over by a tank near the village of Hadeta. Sergeant Tomer Almar, a fighter in the Special Force Egoz, was buried today in his village, Julis. Sergeant Yosef Abitul, 19 years old, from Gan Ner. A week ago he was lightly wounded in Lebanon. He insisted on going back to join his friends in battle. In a clash in the village of Itazut, Golani Brigade soldier Sergeant Yehonatan Ankononia was killed, 21 years old, from Netanya. Sergeant Yaniv Tamarson was killed when an anti-tank missile hit the tank he was in, 21 years old, from Tzipori. He worked hard to serve in the armed forces. Before he went into Lebanon, he called his father to congratulate him for his upcoming birthday. On the birthday, the father received the word of his son's death.
לא יכול לתאר את ההרגשה הזאת, באמת מרגישה שאת לא נשאר כלום בפנים.